So serial killers from every state. Let's get it started.
Every state in the United States of America. Alabama. Thomas Whisenant. Thomas Warren Whisenant was born and committed his crimes in Alabama. He was born on January 29th, 1947, and was convicted for the murders of 3 women between 1976 and 1977. He abducted, assaulted, and murdered these victims and then mutilated their bodies. Whisenant was arrested in 1977 after being caught in the act of disposing of a victim's body. He was convicted and then sentenced to death in 1970.
You see, that's crazy. You know, like, I don't understand how, like, it's just so normal. Some people, you know, talking about that, I'm getting distracted again. But talking about that, I seen this one video. I should have saved it, but I seen this one video. It was about this kid, right? And his teacher asked him, this is a little kid. His teacher asked him, what the teacher asked? The teacher asked him, what do you want to do when you grow up? And kid gonna be like, I wanna kill people. That's what he said. He's like, you know, I watched the movie about people get killed, and then ever since then, my mind been telling me I should kill people. I don't want to kill my family, but I should, like, that's what my mind been telling me. And I just wanna like. I'm like, dude, you like, he's like, he probably like 6 or 7, probably like not even like probably 6 or 7, and he talking like that. I'm like, yo, they gotta put him in the insane asylum right now. He better go through the therapy right now before it goes too late, because the way whatever his brain is telling him, that's not it. That's not it. The brain is not functioning the way it's supposed to. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day though. But let's get to it. So we talking about right now, they talking about Thomas Warren.
And despite multiple attempts to appeal this decision, he was executed via lethal.
See, every time a serial killer is caught, there's only one thing that's good for him. I ain't gonna lie. There's only one thing that serial killers deserve in this world. Okay? They only deserve one thing. To be honest, I have an extra light. I don't know why. I'm gonna just turn that on, see what it does. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna make the ambience a little better in here. Let me see if I can do that for you guys. Let me see if I can do that for you guys. I'm not making no guarantees, but I will try my best, you see. Right? Then maybe I could change the color to something else. Yeah? You think that would do? Let me see if I could change the color to something else. Give me a second. Field trucks. See, that's look clean though. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's the first one. Is the first one? Hi, that's not the light. We're just gonna go back to CC. Lower it down. That's way too bright. Yeah, 10%, right? And then the second one. Bro, I just changed this to 10%. Okay. First one. All right, there we go. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Purple. This purple. Right? Yeah, that purple. Is that purple? I look more like pink, but that's purple. Right? We're just gonna do I'm gonna do like this color. Yeah. I think that's cool, right? That's cool color, guys. You guys like that color? I bet. Let me just go back. Boom. Bop bop. Okay. Bop 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 bop. Anyways, so anytime a serial slasher gets caught, they need to do life. No, not life. They need to do they need to do that. The be taken care of. You know, they got to be taken care of. But anyways, let's get back to it.
Injection on May 27th, 2010. Gruesome start to this video, and
it's crazy. They caught him in 1977, and they didn't do the justice until 2010. So he was in jail for 40 years, basically, like almost 40 years, like 33 years before they did the job.
it doesn't get much better. Also, it's just wild to me that someone could be on death row for 32 years. Moving on.
Exactly. It don't make no sense.
Robert Christian Bose Hansen was born on February 15th, 1939.
Do you guys know about any of this, guys? If this is your state, you know, if this is your state, write down in the comments, you know, write it down in the chat if you know about this, guys, because, you know, they could be a lot of them up walking around in your city, in your state, and you would never even know that your state was probably, you know, I'll probably do a video which state had the most, you know, serial slashers or whatever. But
later moved to Anchorage, Alaska.
Serial deleters.
Life of crime. Hansen was also known as the Butcher Baker for reasons we'll get into. And this
Butcher Baker
was seriously twisted. He was an active serial killer in Alaska from 1972 to 1983, a total of 11 years. And
1972 to 1983,
17 women, or I should
what
say,
the hell?
17 murders and assaults.
Yeah, at least, because, you know, he probably didn't tell the whole truth. You know, when they caught him, he probably was like, I'm not going to tell y'all. Y'all not going to know how many I did. Y'all say y'all found how many bodies? Y'all found 17 bodies. Yep, that's the right amount. I don't think I did any more than that whole time. He probably did some way more gruesome activities than that, because ain't no way.
It is alleged that he has up to 37 kills and up
I
to
believe it.
31 assaults as well.
Wow.
One of his methods of killing these women would
I'm not gonna lie. The early 1900s, like the early to mid 1900s, that's when all the serial, you know, deleters were around. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they used to just get away with things, and I guess the police and the government, they didn't have the stuff to take care of them, you know, or find them in a timely manner. So they used to just go about their way and just delete people without any remorse or recourse for justice.
would be abducting them and then releasing them into the wilderness, where he would then hunt them for sport using guns and even hunting knives, which...
So he's like, oh, I need to go hunt for game, but instead of killing animals, he decided to kidnap girls and women and just, you know, take them out. That's crazy. What up, Abdi 2K? What up? I don't know how to say your name, buddy, but what's up with you? How y'all doing? You having a good day?
Obviously plays in the name of the Butcher Baker, and the baker part comes from the fact that he actually owned a successful bakery. Hansen was caught after all of these years when one of his victims who got away led police directly to him. Once caught,
that's crazy,
and was sentenced to 461 years in prison.
See, I'm not a fan of people getting years, you know, in jail. There's only one thing that people that do this deserve. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why they always be getting away with it. There's only one thing they deserve, and that's the serial. They need to be, you know, the same way they did the others. They need to be done the same way. Give me a... What up? What up? What's good with you, Z7777Z? I hope I said your name right. I probably didn't, but you know, what can we say? Boom, boom. I think I updated the chat information. All right. But anyways, what was we saying? Let me go. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we back. I'm sorry for always like cutting off the video in the middle of this, but yeah, he got 461 years, but he should have got something else that was better for him instead of those years.
Prison without possibility of parole. This monster died in prison on August 21st, 2014. Arizona.
Okay, at least he done passed away.
Mark Godot was born on September
in there.
6, 1964.
See, always the people in the
Although
60s.
his time active was only a mere 10 months. The level of terror he was able to bring to the Phoenix metro area was almost unbelievable. Mark Godot,
did you guys know about this guy?
Baseline killer, was a serial killer, kidnapper, thief, and assaulter. In this 10 months.
And why he's showing pictures of babies though? Was this guy doing stuff to kids? See, those people, they deserve the worst. They deserve like the worst type of, they need to be like, how they say, torture is wrong. It is. But for certain instances like these, when people do this type of things, that's when it becomes right.
Spree from 2005 to 2006. Not only did he commit 9 murders,
he did this in the 2000s.
84 other.
So he was born in 1964. So in 2000, he was in his 40s, right? So he decided to commit all these serial slashings and when he was in his 40s, and he did 84 other felonies all in 9 months. I mean, 10 months.
Felony charges. Mark Godot was a seriously bad guy, and in
I see that.
He was sentenced to multiple death sentences, and now he awaits execution on death row.
See, this is the thing. Why y'all sentence people to to be deleted, but then y'all take 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years to carry out the sentence? Like, what is he? What benefit is he doing to the world for him being around and still waiting on the deletion row? Huh? What benefit is he doing to society? Because I don't think he having any benefit to society. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I really don't. And that's crazy because they do need to take him out. I ain't gonna lie.
According to available data, he was only active as a serial killer and serial assaultist for the 10 months that it claims. Although I find it hard to believe
this image here, I ain't gonna lie, trust me, bro.
Also committed 84 other felony charges. Mark Godot was a seriously bad guy.
Let me see.
In 2006, was sentenced to multiple death sentences, and now he currently awaits execution on death row. According to available data, he was only active as a serial killer and serial assaultist for the 10.
Yeah, see this is crazy work right here. This crazy work.
Months that it claims, although I find it hard to believe that Mark was simply a great dude before this time frame. One reason I believe this is
he definitely not, because at 40,
one of the total 93 is a crime that involves him robbing and assaulting a 12-year-old girl at gunpoint. Scum. Moving on. Arkansas. Ronald.
Dude wanted to go rob a 12-year-old. Excuse my language. He robbed a 12-year-old and assaulted how you rob? What do you gain from robbing a 12-year-old? What could a 12-year-old have that you need? You walking out and you see a 12-year-old minding their business and you gonna think, you know what? They might have something I need. So let me rob them. Nah, see, the robbery was just like the pretext. That's not even the real reason. Because he said they said he assaulted the girl. I think that was the real reason he went there, because there's no way he did it for the robbery. And then he was like, once he got to the robbery, he's like, I might as well, since I'm already robbing you. Ain't no way. No. The whole motive for this was not the robbery. That was just the way to get in.
Old Gene Simmons. No, not Gene Simmons, the guy your dad thinks is really cool, the guy that your dad paints his face like, the guy that your dad gets too drunk listening to and hits.
First of all, bro, stop talking about my dad. He don't do none of that, okay? My dad don't do that, okay? So I'm tired of, I like, why you gotta keep bringing up my dad in this stuff, man? Just do the video. He ain't got nothing to do with this. All right?
That's Gene Simmons. This is Ronald Gene Simmons. Back on a serious note, Ronald Gene Simmons was a mass murderer who killed 16 people, including 14 family members, almost as if he was competing with Mark Godot, who...
So he killed 14 family members. Was it his family members, or was it like he killed a group of people that were all related? Like, if he killed his own family members, that's crazy. You know, that's actually wild. But hey, I would not be surprised nowadays.
Committed 9 murders in 10 months. Ronald Gene Simmons committed 16 murders in only 7 days.
So he's basically a spree killer, because, you know, serial killers, they commit murders, but they do it in like a spread, like in the spread amount of time. They don't do it like all back to back in a close time frame. They do it like, they might do it today, they might kill another person like maybe a week or a month, or, you know, it's spread out. It could take years and stuff, you know. But a spree killer, they go on a spree, so it, like, in a matter of days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, they will do a whole bunch of, you know, deletions. So I'd consider him a spree killer. He's still I guess he's a serial killer because he did more than 3, but still, like, we'll categorize him as a spree killer.
During December 1987. Ronald G. Simmons was born on July 15th, 1940.
All these 40-year-olds out here doing work. Like, why you guys wait until y'all in your 40s? Are you having, like, is this when, like, the midlife crisis hits? Oh, I'm 40 years old. I'm 40 something years old. I ain't do nothing with my life, so I might as well. Is that what it is? Like, y'all just having a midlife crisis, and then y'all just decide the way to solve this crisis, instead of like trying to better yourself, is to delete everybody else? That's crazy.
He methodically murdered his family members at his home, and then later killed 2 other people and injured 4 more in a nearby town. He was arrested without...
So you mean to tell me he had 14 members of his family that he deleted, and then he went and found 2 other people and deleted them as well? Oh, wow. That's sad. That's actually sad.
Without resistance, and was convicted of the murder. Simmons was sentenced to death.
Good riddance.
And executed by lethal injection.
I'm not gonna lie. That ad was crazy. I hope y'all don't play that game. I do not recommend. Well, like, that ad was actually insane. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what the hell what was that?
On June 25th, 1990, Gene Simmons from the band Kiss wanted to rock and roll all night and party every day. Ronald Gene Simmons from Arkansas wanted to kill people. California, Richard Ramirez.
We're at the seas. Do you guys know? So if this is your state, anytime your state pops up, you have to put in the comments if you knew the person who they talked about in that video. Okay? If you don't know, you can write, if you know any serial slasher from your state, write them down in the comments. Maybe we could do research on them and see what we can find out about them. Okay? So if you don't know the person that's in the video that they're talking about, put anybody you know from your state. And if you don't know anybody from your state, then you'd be like, hey, I didn't know about this person, but thanks for letting me know. Now at least I know there was this one guy who did this and this in my state. You know, just write a comment down below. All right? And chat, just write some. All right? So we try to be educated, so we know all the serial slashers in this world, so that if you see somebody that look like them, in case they're still out here, they're probably not out here because they already probably been caught. But you never know. You might learn something, and it might help you there later in your life.
Names on this list. Strangely, I have never covered him on the channel, even though I've made numerous videos about serial killers. Ramirez was born on February 29th, 1960.
All these folks from the 1960s, man.
California at the age of 22. Ramirez's crimes were heavily influenced by his troubled childhood, and he even had a cousin who taught him military skills that Ramirez ended up later using during his killing spree. That killing spree, and honestly crime spree, which also included assaults and burglaries, took place in the greater Los Angeles area from 1984 to 1985. During this,
so in his 20s, he decided to be a serial slasher and a robber, a burglar. Crazy work. Anyways, let's keep playing.
time, he committed numerous heinous crimes such as home invasions, murders, and assaults. His crime spree, marked by extreme violence and satanic rituals, created widespread fear throughout the LA area. And
What's up?
fortunately,
What
he
was up? What was up in the 1960s where everybody wanted to be part of the Satan cults or be Satanists and stuff like that? What was up with that? Huh? What was up with that? Y'all was like, oh, we don't like religion, so we're gonna be anti-religious. We're gonna be the opposite. That's crazy, dog. I don't know.
Caught on August 31st, 1985, where he was convicted of 13 murders, 5 attempted murders, 11 assaults, and 14 burglaries. He was sentenced to death.
Dude was like, he was trying to do GTA in real life. He was GTA before GTA. Cause I like doing going on shooting sprees and stuff like that in GTA, but not doing that shit in real life. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's a game. Yeah, it's in the game. Yeah, I'm trying to, we gotta do what we gotta do. It's fun to do that in the game, but who the hell trying to do that in real life? Who trying to catch charges or just have nightmares and stuff like that? Come on now. That's why I be so shocked. I be listening to I'm always going on tangents, but I be listening to I be watching videos about when they react to talk about like cartels and stuff like that, and the stories they tell about how people be getting taken off the map is crazy. I'm like, the people who do that, how do you sleep at night? Do you even sleep? Cause
he died of cancer on June 7th, 2013.
That's
Colorado.
not good enough.
Scott Lee Kimball. Scott Lee Kimball was a former FBI informant who was convicted of murdering at least 4 people between 2003 and 2004 while working with the FBI. Kimball was born on September 21st.
Dude said, I'm gonna be an informant, and I'm gonna use the fact that I'm an informant to get people deleted. I'm gonna delete them, and the FBI not gonna know it was me because I'm working with them. I'm telling them things, so they're not gonna suspect me. Whole time he out here doing serial deletions. That's crazy.
1966 in Boulder, Colorado. Kimball was a skilled forager who ran a legitimate business buying and selling organic beef, but primarily used his business as a vessel to enrich himself by passing on bad checks and other forged documents. This is relevant because Kimball would forge documents of his murder victims to make it appear as if they were still alive after they were already dead.
Oh wow! So he used it. He used that as an excuse to take. So he would basically delete them and then use them to get probably like money and stuff.
Kimball
That's crazy.
Exploited his informant status to evade suspicion and continued his crimes until inconsistencies caught up to him and he was arrested. Not only did he expose flaws in the FBI's informant program, but he was also sentenced to 70 years in prison, where he currently stays today.
Only 70 years? Dude killed 4 people, and he got 70 years, and he was he was an informant. They should have threw the book and some at him just to prove a point. Like, you're not gonna be an informant, and then use you being an informant to go commit more crimes. But they gave him 70 years, and dude did 4 bodies. He got 4 bodies, and they gave him 70 years. So that's why, that's what? Not even 20 years per body. That's like 18, 15 years per body, basically. That's crazy. That's insane, actually. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, and if you're curious who the victims were, it was his uncle, his stepdaughter, and 2 of the girlfriends of inmates. This is almost exactly what I meant.
What?
I don't believe someone who was an active serial killer was just a good person before their killing spree. This is a good example of that. Connecticut. Michael Bruce Ross was born on July 26, 1959.
Me, I'm waiting till when they say Kentucky. That's where I'm at. I'm waiting for when they say that, because I'm like, there's probably a lot of serial slashers in KY. But I'm probably gonna do a video. I'm gonna research. I'm gonna be like, which states have the most serial slashers? I'm pretty sure probably California probably got some. Probably got a lot of them. I'm gonna say Texas probably got a lot of them. Arizona probably got a lot of them. Nevada probably got a lot of them. It's like the western states that probably got a whole bunch, and maybe down south, But that's my guess. I'll say like those border like western states, I think they got a lot of serial slashers. Just because there's a lot of open spaces like desert and stuff. So it's like a lot of roads that they could do this in and get away with it.
Also known as the roadside strangler and the Eggman, whatever that means. Between 1981 and
You got an
1984,
egghead.
he murdered and assaulted 8 young women in New York and Connecticut. According to people that knew him growing up, he exhibited antisocial behavior from a very young age. He was sentenced to death for his crimes in 1987 and was executed via lethal injection in 2005. A fun
Yes. See, but it was in the 1960s when 70s this happened because he was sentenced in 1987, so he probably did it in like the 70s or 80s or 60s, one around those times. But people like serial slashers were deep back then. Like I'm surprised like they were like that deep, to be honest. Like that's actually crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy as hell. But let's get to it.
Fun fact about Michael Ross is that he was the last person to be executed in Connecticut before they abolished capital punishment in 2012.
Well, they shouldn't have, because if there's a serial slasher, they need to bring it back.
Also known as the Route 40 Killer, was born on November 22nd, 1957.
Yeah, all these people born around the
Delaware's
60s.
only known serial killer in modern.
What was in the water between 1950 and 1970? Huh? What was in the water? Because there's a lot of slashers that are in that area, that time frame. What was in the water, huh? Or what was y'all feeding these kids?
History. Good job, Delaware. But unfortunately, that doesn't.
Hey, CC, how you doing?
The murder and assault of 2 women and was suspected of 3 others. As the name suggests, he abducted most of his victims on Route 40. Pinnell was sentenced to death and executed via lethal injection in 1992.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Making him the first person executed in Delaware in over 46 years. Florida.
That's crazy.
Eileen Wuornos. I've actually covered Eileen on the channel before, and her story is really quite interesting. Not only was she a female serial killer, but she was a female sex worker who targeted her male client. From 1989 to...
That's a new one. That's new. I didn't know that. That's definitely new, because usually it's the other around. It's the other way around, where female workers are targeted and deleted most of the time. It's never usually the other way around, you know, where they target and delete people. So that's actually crazy. I would not expect that. I was not expecting that.
1990, while she was working as a prostitute along the highways of Florida, Eileen killed and robbed 7
But of course, if this would ever be anywhere, it would be in Florida. You know, it would be in Florida, where the story's reversed, where instead of the workers getting deleted, they the ones who do the deleting, you know. Hey, at least she's subverting, you know, expectations. And I don't know what I'm saying. Nah, they need to, you know, take her out immediately, because what the hell?
Male clients. When caught, she claimed that she was simply defending herself from assault. But
you was
the story
defending yourself?
didn't quite work. Wuornos
It
was
didn't
arrested
work.
in
Of course not.
1991 and convicted of 6 murders and was executed via lethal injection in 2002. Fun fact
Yeah,
about
see?
Eileen is that there's
This
actually
is-
a movie made about her story called Monster, which released in 2003. Georgia.
Oh wow! So they
Williams.
deleted her in
Williams
2001 and they released the movie in 2003.
Atlanta
Thanks for
boogeyman
following,
in
Sync
Atlanta
Card. How you doing?
27th,
You having a good day? You having a good day? I know I appreciate the follow, man. I really appreciate it. What you been up to? Do you or not? I think I've been following. You miss me? Oh, what's up? Yeah. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I ain't gonna lie. You just didn't read my messages. Oh, okay. My fault. I need to have like my chat on. I need to figure out a way. I used to have my iPad like right here, my tablet right here, and I would show all the messages from TikTok. I mean from you know, but I haven't been on there. But how you been though? You been good? My fault. if I didn't check. But I hope you still here. I'm here right now. I'm looking at it. You feel me? Oh wow. Okay. Oh yeah, it does show that. It does show that. I don't know why on here it just say it just show popped up like you just followed me, which is crazy. But yeah, you did follow me like 7 months ago. But yeah, what you been up to though, bro? Oh, you even got you got the 13 days, 15 hours, 18 minutes, 8 minutes, and well, 9 minutes now, right? 9 minutes now for sure. But yeah, what you been up to though? I'm surprised you up at this time. Oh, you at work? Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I just woke up a little bit ago, so I was like, let me get on live. I got work tomorrow, but it's in the afternoon, so it's actually good that I'm up. Oh, nice, nice. So, what you security or you a police officer? Which one? Oh, nice, nice. How long you been policing for? I think I remember you telling me this a while back, but I haven't been on here in a while. So I know you had showed me like pictures, right? You had like a cup and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah? Yeah, yeah. See, I do remember that. Oh, that's what's up. That's awesome. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what's been going on lately though, you know? I'm not gonna lie. I was on live like what was it? Was it 2 days ago? I was on live 2 days ago talking about I was watching a video about I was reacting to a video about the KKK members reacting to life sentences, but in between that I was talking about the situation that was happening in Minneapolis, you know, and how crazy it was, you know. So hi Samira, how you doing? And reacting to how crazy that was and how like people just straight up lie about the situation, even though there's video evidence and proof and all of that. So search up on YouTube to unban a threat to their community. Search up on YouTube, unban a threat to their community. Search unbanned. Is that you want me to search up Twitch unbanned threat? Is that what you want me to search? Like whatever what you just sent me? Let me see what is gonna pop up. I'm confused, but let me see if I can figure out what you're talking about. Let's see. Twitch unbanned a threat to their community. Let's see. What is this? Which one? Is it the first one? Hold on. This person gave me PTSD and trauma. What's the the first one? Okay. All right. I'm gonna watch this. You want me to watch it right now? I am in the middle of watching something else, but if it's nothing crazy, I'll watch it though. It's fine. I'll watch it. I don't got no problem watching it. Let's see. All right, let's see. What is it? You wanna give me like a little warning?
For entertainment purposes only.
All right, let me take the CC off.
Anybody. Twitch is allowing an active threat to children access the live stream on their website and are even going as far as promoting them to the front page of the site.
Okay. Is it XQC?
Tiger.
Oh no.
Great. I don't really care how you pronounce his name. He's a stupid cub lolly enjoying dirtbag. He's a fucking freak. Fuck him. So who is Tiger? Well, Tiger is a diaper-loving furry who uses a childlike tiger model with accompanying diaper and pad.
Okay. Let me listen. I'm locked in. Let me hear what they got going on.
Content that if shown.
What up, Jenna Wu? Hey, Alice. Alicia.
Would have you sent to Arkham Asylum for a private chat with the Joker himself.
Why, Sir Quilius, Batman?
Now I know that most of the people watching are gonna hear furry cub diaper enjoyer, and your minds are probably gonna jump to images of an overweight, ungroomed, greasy-haired.
That's literally what I think, because why would, if you're not showing your face on here and you got an avatar that look like that and that's crazy like that, there's only two things, you know, I could believe about you. Either you look crazy and you into some crazy shit. Like, to be honest, you already into some crazy shit, because like, what makes you think that if you, because like, that's like things that kids enjoy, like little tigers, and only kids should be wearing diaper unless you're an old man, and then, you know, you need diapers for other reasons. But if that's your character that you portraying on the internet, there is something loose in your brain, and it gotta be fixed. But I definitely think that they're definitely not the right, they're probably like overweight, not looking the best, you know?
Shut in. And I'm here to tell you that you are right. You are
of course.
right.
Of course.
Yeah, you're right. So what is the content? Well,
yeah, let's see. Hey Soto, hey honey, how are you guys doing?
Sporting classics such as adding piss to movie titles, Smasher Pass Animal Crossing Edition, Yu-Gi-Oh cards I'd have sex with.
This guy is weird. And to be honest, I'm not surprised, because like lately there's been a whole lot of crazy things that been popping up, and like even on the other app that what is it called, the green one with the K, that starts with a K. I'm live streaming on 3 platforms so right now, so I if I say, yeah, I'm trying to figure out why are they promoting, but to be honest, if they're making money for Twitch, then that'd probably be why. But you know,
and that paper cut will circumcise.
Hey baby, how you doing?
Oh, bro, this guy stinks.
More orgasms, less wars.
What?
I mean, truly a connoisseur of politics, right? If
Nah, that's crazy.
33, Big Zadolf Diddler would not have stepped foot.
Nah, that's actually a nice name for him. That's a nice name. I'm probably gonna start using that, Zadolf Diddler. That's a nice name. I'm using that from now on.
Yeah, and I do mean piss enjoyer. I mean, on numerous occasions, I've seen this guy just put piss in random YouTube titles, or on his YouTube posts, or mentioned in stream. I mean, this guy loves baby oil and piss. Makes me think if R. Kelly and P. Diddy had a child.
It'll be the
P. Diddy.
Yeah, that's the piddler.
Oh,
Hey, my queen, how you doing?
Just yellow baby oil everywhere. Just sliding and stenching.
Yellow baby oil is crazy.
And there are tons
Yellow baby oil is wild.
Persona, my sexual awakening.
Wow.
Fuck yourself with your own.
I'm not gonna lie, this guy he needs to find a life, because why every video just so crazy? Like, they get crazier and crazier. The more videos I see, like titles I see and images I see, the crazier they are. And is he a furry? He like interested in tigers? Huh? He try to go a tiger? That's crazy. They gonna eat him up.
Are hot. Exodia is daddy.
Nah. You know what I just realized? If he talking about tidy whities are hot, or he got a diaper in him, we gotta make sure we look at his search history, his computer, his files. We need to look at them, because he might have the files of kids that are of people of a certain age that are not supposed to be had. I would not go. That's crazy. I would not be surprised if he had that. He's still streaming right now. That's crazy.
A game well known by
and he just, how many people be watching his streams when he gets on?
Playground for chronically online children with alcoholic parents and no supervision. But they are still children. Stay away from them. I mean, the list goes on and on. This bozo is just horny on main 24/7, trying to rig the algorithm in his favor.
Nah, that is crazy. Like, look at that. Look at the Pixar butt picture. Like, what is that?
At this point, you were still not convinced he should be Thanos snapped. out of the
Oh,
industry.
wow.
Let me show you some more degeneracy. First of all, he acts.
So what does he do on his stream?
For a cub model on stream all the time and has no issue stating the fact.
I want like an art piece where it's like Ty getting drilled, but like the dick's coming out the mouth.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's way too open and honest about his private and deeply disturbing kinks off platform. I mean, here he is showing his baby fur purity test score.
What?
Deep, thought-provoking questions like pooped in the room without someone knowing you did, gone 1 year without using a toilet, didn't change for a week.
What is wrong with him? Why do he think this is good? Hey, R4E, how are you? Why does he think that's actually good? Like, what? Like, this is actually crazy.
And who could forget put on a friend's diaper? He posted these results on his Twitter. He just can't stop talking about it. And fuck, halfway through recording this video, I discovered a Q&A he did, where he was asked questions like, have you ever streamed naked? And he happily replies with, all the time, XD. I'm constantly in various states of arousal throughout. So
yeah, that's why that's probably why he has the like whatever the little tiger thing, so he doesn't show his body or face, because I bet you, I guarantee he be beating off while he's streaming. He be beating off every time people be sending him messages about and then he be talking and looking at that tiger or whatever. He be beating off, because like, that's crazy.
Just makes it easier. And my God, I cannot believe this, but he was actually asked, how small is it? And his answer, I'm not even saying on a YouTube video, bro, but just look at this. There are several more, by the way. Just look. He can't stop talking about how much he gets off to this and that.
That's crazy.
And if I still have
nah. Look. They need to put you know how Charlie, is it Charlie? Is it? I think it's no. Is it Charlie? I think his name is Charlie, but I could be wrong. He just exposed well, he didn't expose, but he saw he whenever he talks about something, it becomes way bigger. Samba City Mohammed, how are you? It becomes way more, what up, Gregory? It becomes way more, like, more people see it, because there's this guy on Twitch. He just got found out, like, he had like a whole bunch of crazy links on his notepad. I don't know if you know about that story about the guy who had a crazy links on his notepad, and people saw the links and they went to them, and then they found out they had crazy like child stuff on there. And then he was trying to say, that he went to a website and he accidentally downloaded the notepad text file, and he tried to delete it, but it still showed up on there. I bet you he probably got a list just like that.
The reason to get him removed off of Twitch, here you go. He has tweeted out, will literally show undies for coin. Meaning, hey guys, give me some subs and you get to see my shit-infested diaper on stream.
That's crazy. He's soliciting money to show undies, bro. That's crazy.
Can get off to it. And the worst part is that at the end of the stream, he got like no subs. So he tweeted,
that's
out,
great.
I'm still here. Please don't forget about me.
That's crazy.
Now, the problem isn't that he's just horny all the time, right? I mean, doesn't fucking matter. It's a little disturbing, but it's fine. The real problem is that he's horny while using this childlike character.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the problem. Like, if you wanna be horny, that's all. Be horny you want, you know. But the imagery that you're showing off on your streams is showing children imagery. Maybe kids gonna get on there watching the images, thinking, oh, this for kids, and then you talking about how you horned up, how you trying to, do all these crazy things and all of that, and you're showing imagery that's so like sexual and stuff. Like, come on, bro, that's crazy. But what up, Itachi Uchiha? What's good with you? And that's the problem, to be honest.
Making this video, it's that lolly furry character that he's using. That's the main issue in all of this.
Yes.
Hey, well, good news, everybody. He got banned off of Twitch. Now, hey,
yes.
big fucking ups to Twitch.
Yes.
Good job. Good shit.
Yes. Give it to them. Yes. Yep.
Seems like my job.
Oh, I can see this is only halfway through the video. So what happened? Because they said they banned him off Twitch, but this is half of the video. So what happened? Did they bring him back? So they banned him and then they brought him back? Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
So, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Wait, it didn't even last 24 hours? What up, Brody Lee? What's good with you? What has been unbanned after it wasn't even 24 hours. Well, it was almost 24 hours, but it wasn't. Let me lower down the volume because that's a little bit too loud.
So you're telling me his account was seen by a real life Twitch employee,
right? Yeah. And they unblocked him.
Did he not get a permaban?
Right.
But they unbanned him. They allowed
That's actually
him to
crazy.
keep streaming after they saw who this person was.
Yeah, look at that crazy. You saw? Wow. Do you see that? That's crazy, right?
Just wow.
That is crazy, right? What up, Bob? Nane. What up, Sheldon Dynamic?
Pedophiles share, and it isn't Tidy Whiteys. No. It isn't Tidy Whiteys. A place where they out their disturbing urges and are on the hunt for new children to corrupt.
Right? Uh-huh.
That's right. Discord. I mean, come on, guys. It wouldn't be an online furry pedo video without mentioning Discord. Come on.
Nah, a lot of crazy stuff do be happening on Discord. I'm not gonna lie. What up, Tots?
Kind of a dead giveaway, to be honest. I mean, come on, man. Epstein Island isn't called the touching paw.
Same
vibe. You shot yourself in the paw. The word cub is used to talk about childlike prepubescent.
Exactly. So it's for kids.
Doesn't mean anything sexual. But from anecdotal experience, I have found it to be nothing but sexual. While looking up images for this video,
what up, Hoj, Lord Bona?
Furry cub, the first few images you get is just furry CP. Like,
what?
I have to blur those out.
Nah, that's crazy. So if you search up a furry cub, the first thing you see is CP of wow. Wow. That's crazy. Let me keep going. Wow. What up, KD?
Name was Tiger Cub. Then he changed it to Tiger Stripes, and now I think it's just Tiger, except for maybe his Twitter, but that did get deleted. Yeah, he tried to run away from the whole cub thing after the internet got wise and realized that the term cub is just a glorified way of saying, hey,
CP.
I'm CP when no one's looking.
Yeah, like I said, I would not be surprised, dude, if he have a whole 1 terabyte folder of CP. I would not be surprised. They need to do research. What up, Felipe Rosas? You know, anybody who does stuff like this, like who has like furry cubs or whatever, they gotta do some crazy stuff like that. What up, Esla Guria Tuk Savis? What up, Ratam Faye?
I do have screenshots.
What's good with you guys?
Discord members confronting him about this
Let me read this. Hold on. Let me read this. Tiger is on stream sexualizing characters that are minors. Just thought I'd say something here since a lot of you guys have collabed with this person. Insta block for me, but you do you. That's what I said. Yeah, this is really weird, but we wandered into their stream and saw them sexualizing Spyro, and my heart sank into my stomach. That's really uncomfortable. Also, yeah, I blocked them too. They've been making me uncomfortable for a while now, and this is my breaking point. Here. And for what it's worth, I don't want to start a whole thing or be overly dramatic about it. I really did just I really did give this person a chance, and no one has to do anything or whatever, but it's something I personally don't think it's great to associate with the team. Sexualizing minors, even fictional minors, is not a good look. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry. Like, that is actually crazy because, you know, in Texas, it's actually illegal to do that, and it should be illegal in more states, because why are you doing why are you like sexualizing like minor characters? Like, you can't find adult characters to do that with. You gotta look at minor characters, and that's when you want to, like, that's what turns you on. Jail time, okay? Jail time. But let me see. Hey, y'all, I'm sorry for the delayed response. I've been trying to find the right words, and I hope these can be an adequate starting point. I appreciate y'all bringing this up here. Tommy and Vapor, thank you. It's worth saying up front that it's definitely not okay to sexualize minors, including fictional minors. Having just been on Tiger's stream on Friday, I'd also want to clear that I don't endorse or co-sign their smash or pass discussion and things that they say on stream in general. This is part of where this is the part where I'm kind of struggling to articulate. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is substantive, but these are my thoughts right now. I know each of us has a different level of familiarity with Tiger and different attitude towards them, if you know them at all. Now, right now, I don't aim to dictate who does and doesn't associate with them. I'm not sure if that's just me not being able to handle it, if this turned into a huge source of conflict. I see this team as encompassing of a lot of sub-communities, and I don't know what it would be like if we started splintering like that. And guess I don't want to imagine it. I do not think it is okay to sexualize Spiral. Maybe it's self-contradictory of me that I hesitate to cut them off. I don't know. I've become friends with Tiger only recently, and now I think it's best for me to establish that you're gonna leave him alone. You're gonna go mind your own business. You're gonna go about your day because he's doing weird shit and he's being a weirdo. Is that what you're trying to establish? Because if you're trying to establish something else, buddy, I don't agree with you.
Server. They did this because they got sick and worried.
That's crazy though. I'm not gonna lie.
Furry characters, the fact that he would lure unwilling participants into erotic cub role plays, and advertising his adult content to minors.
No, that's a fact, because
server, event, drama, whatever you want to call it, would take another video by itself, but I will try to summarize it. So,
go ahead, summarize.
Really uncomfortable due to his recent actions on stream, the sexualizing cub characters, and the luring people into erotic roleplay. So,
wait, he made a diss track about you? That's crazy. Why would he do that? Why? So he made a diss track about you because what, you was calling him out? Is that what it is? Nah, that's actually wild. I ain't gonna lie.
After a short chat, they calmly agreed to talk to Tiger about what he done. Until Tiger's buddy, Sing the audio, pulls up to run defense by saying
crazy.
That fictional minors are fine to sexualize, and implying Tiger is a CSA survivor. The others stand their ground, and Sink just goes completely unhinged, accusing them of victimizing Tiger by even discussing the matter. The other furries are forced to respond publicly.
Hold on, let me see. One sec. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on here. I gotta slide because I'm moving. What do you mean inactivity? I'm out here yapping this whole time. This whole time I'm yapping and you telling me no activity.
After Sink's melodramatic spill outside the group chat, he just couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut.
Nah, that is crazy.
People to cry about it. Now, I could go on and on talking about little weird anecdotes, like the fact he talked about discovering masturbation while rubbing his crotch in front of his family as they were watching TV, and ejaculating.
So I discovered masturbation because I was wearing boxers where that has like
what the hell? So he talking about I discovered what the dude, and you. This is the character you're showing, by the way. and you talking about
And I was
this.
just
This is like, it's like this literally kids like a kids like cartoon show like could have character like this, and you talking like
watching
this.
Nick at night in the living room, and like, all right, my whole family
Ooh,
is
like, what is he
me and my
talking
sisters
about
are,
right
like, all
now?
laying around. Actually, it might not have been that. It might have been a football game, like an NFL game. And I kept like scratching myself like through the fly of the boxers. It was like one of those like boxers where the fly is just a flap.
Yeah,
you know?
listening to
And I
this,
kept, like,
and
you know,
he got
itching
unbanned, by
myself,
the way.
whatever.
He got
And
unbanned,
I was
okay,
like,
guys?
Damn, this feels good.
He got
And
unbanned.
then, I came, in the living room in front of everybody.
Or that he has a tattoo of his disgusting cub model right on his front arm, and another of, you guessed it, tidy whities. But this video is
Wow.
way too long,
So
and
he
I'm
got
way
a
too bad and slow.
he got a tattoo of tidy whities on his hand right here. Right here. And you mean to tell me, right? You mean to tell me this guy does not watch CP, huh? If you see this guy in real life, you not gonna think he do this when he's so obvious, like when he's so like unshameful about his actions online.
Of an editor to release this in a reasonable time. So I want to end it by talking to you, Tyler. I didn't make this video to harass you or cause you any problems. I made it because when I saw
What up, Felix? How you doing?
recommended, I was appalled at the sight of your childlike avatar and the way you sexualize this
Hey,
childlike
Bluey.
behavior.
How you doing?
I understand that if you tell us you had a traumatic childhood. I even have sympathy for it. As a sexual assault victim myself, I understand.
Man, I'm sorry to hear
Going
that,
up
buddy.
to a big live streaming platform filled with children, sucking on your little
Yeah.
pacifier and
Nah,
pissing
that's
in
a
your little
fact.
diapers while singing about cocks, daddies, and your just disgusting sexual fantasies isn't the way to process that.
Nah,
Your
it's
docs are out
definitely
there.
not it.
Your phone number is out there. Your address is out there. Be careful, because the next person who might come across your stream or videos might not be so merciful.
Yeah, so this is the guy I was talking about. This the streamer I was talking about where he got caught on live stream, which is crazy.
In the
He
world
got
of
caught.
live streaming,
He got caught on live stream. I think his name is Lakari. He got caught on live stream with a list of website links. Like, this is crazy. This video from 3 days ago. Okay.
often takes
What?
years to build. It
That's
requires
crazy. What up,
thousands
Frankie?
of hours of dedication and a relentless grind to stand out and capture an audience. But whilst it can take a decade to build an empire on Twitch, we have witnessed time and time again that it only takes a single moment for it to all be destroyed.
Nah,
One
facts.
slip-up,
Oh, I remember.
one
That's
lapse in
Dr. something.
judgment, Or even one
That's
forgotten
crazy.
note
Yeah,
at
him.
window,
He's the
and
one who just
entire
got-
house of cards can come tumbling down.
He's
On the 22nd of
crazy.
January 2026,
What up, Black
a
Confederate?
popular Twitch streamer known as Lakari
Black
was
Confederate
live in
is
front of his
crazy.
audience,
I'm not gonna
doing
lie,
what he
buddy.
has done for
Yeah,
over a
you might wanna
decade.
reconsider
He was
that.
playing League of Legends, entertaining thousands of viewers, and living the dream of being a mid to high tier streamer. However, within 5 seconds, everything changed. While multitasking, he accidentally opened a notepad file.
Look,
that
for the
revealed something
couples,
incredibly
teens.
dark and
That's
possibly
crazy.
extremely illegal. This
Yep. And he live in Texas too. That's the crazy part. He live in Texas, and it's definitely illegal to have those type of videos over there.
split-second moment wasn't just something embarrassing, but something that would set the internet ablaze and completely destroy his career and possibly even his
As it
life.
should.
And
As it
if
should.
it wasn't for the file opening in the first place that did it, it was his reaction afterwards. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving into the Lakari situation, how a 5-second slip-up destroyed his career, and why this may have been hidden in plain sight the entire time. But to fully understand
Was it really hidden? Because I felt like it wasn't. I felt like it was very open. I don't feel like it was hidden at all, in my opinion. I felt like it was open. I didn't know nothing about this guy. I just found out. The only reason I even found out about this guy is because of this situation. You know, that's the whole reason I even found out about
depth and
Lakari
depravity of the
or whatever
situation,
his name
we
is.
first have to learn about who Lakari is in the first place.
Yeah, let's find
Prior
out
to the
who is he.
recent events that transpired, Lakari was a celebrated figure in the gaming world. His journey began over a decade ago in 2012, a time when the online streaming world was only just becoming a thing. It's also worth noting that Lakari was by no means an overnight success. Like many, he started small and stayed small for over 5 years, as it wasn't until 2017 when he truly began to carve out his own space in the online world, not just as a gamer, but as a personality. Lakari was known as a speedrunner and a highly skilled player across a variety of difficult and competitive games such as League of Legends, Genshin Impact, and Tekken. Over the next few years, Lakari didn't simply play games, but he began networking with other more established streamers. Throughout the 2020s, Lakari had established himself.
Oh, you want
as
a King
mid to
Von
high
beat?
tier-
My fault. You want a King Von beat and you gonna freestyle? Shit. You I'm gonna do you ever find that on the tube? I don't know if they gonna let me play people's beats on here though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what we can do? Let me show you guys something. Let me show you something. Shoot. King. Can you give me a King Von type beat? Let me see. I don't really like, cause you know they don't play, like, I don't know how they feel about people's beats on here. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see. King Von type beat. Let's see what they got. King Von type beat. But all of these got hella views. Let's try this one. Let me see. All right, do you hear it? King. Look, I wanna tell her the truth trying to get money. I tell you don't mess with me, cause you know really I got it the truth. I gotta go back, look in the fact, tell her that she ain't got it. Hey, look, I heard you talking a little crazy, and you said you wanted to play, telling me something, but she ain't know nothing about me, said you wasn't okay. I don't know how you was feeling about me, but I done told you I don't play. And if you wanna talk to me, then you talking crazy, okay, you better move back. Tell the people there's a fact, I don't wanna stay, you wanna look back. I said it's a fact, now you trying to stay, telling me that you don't know how you moving, but you looking at me, but you just a groupie, you better sit back, cause you ain't got nothing. All right, I think I'm done. What's up, Nico Davis? What's good with you? Oh, fake tagger on Twitch. All stripes, no bite. Internet tough, but you fall on sight. Pure the clout. Time to shine in the light. Custom for a crime. But you ain't a type. Okay, I see you with your freestyle. That shit lit. That shit hit. That shit hit. Let me see if I can do it with the beat, all right? Let me see if I can do it with the beat. All right, let go. Fake tiger on Twitch. Listen. Fake tiger on Twitch. All stripes, no bite. Internet tough, but no. Hey, yeah, you chasing all the subs for your life on the line, switching personalities, desperate to just shine. I'm solid up in silence, yo, you loud when you learn. Every streamer from this word is a sign. Yeah, I keep playing fake tiger on the Twitch, all stripes, no bite. Internet tough, but you fold, yeah, you folding up on sight. Per for the cloud, trying to shine up in the light. Custom for the crown, but you really ain't a type. Trying to get up on the site, looking for me, you wanna fight, trying to tell me that you won't hear me, but you know you ain't got no bite. Better sit your ass back, cause you're looking like you in flight. Now you're looking at me crazy, but you said it's not alright. Hold on, wait. Alright. Let's get back to this. I like your freestyle. Let's get back to this.
streamer on Twitch, with his channel averaging around 1,500 concurrent viewers, with peak viewership going above 10,000 viewers during major streams.
What up,
He
Guillermo?
also successfully integrated
What up,
himself into one
Nico?
of the most powerful social circles in the Twitch streaming industry, the Austin-based streamer ecosystem. He became a regular guest on Asmongold's streams and entered the orbit of major creators like Mizkif and Esfand. These collaborations enabled Lakari to cement his status as not just a random
Yes,
streamer,
sir.
but as a genuine friend.
Yeah,
and
I'm ready. What's the
collaborator
let me hear the
organization.
outro. Let me see the outro. Let me skip.
Organization OTK. The association was strong enough that by May 2023, during a Mizkif stream, Lakari jokingly unofficially joined OTK in chat, solidifying his place in the group's lore.
I'll join, pay me. Okay, Lucari's on OTK. That's the announcement, chat. Lax on OTK. That's it. That was the announcement for today. Lax on OTK. That was easy. All right,
Lax on OTK.
That was easy. He's
What's
on.
up, Fidel
In the
Moreno?
extremely volatile world of content creation, this was truly
Nah,
the
facts.
sweet spot.
Mic
He was
drop.
essentially living the dream, playing video games for a living and earning lucrative income, yet without the suffocating levels of fame that makes a normal life impossible. He had the friends, the clout, and the stability that millions of aspiring creators chase, but often never catch. He had spent 15 years building the
Imagine you spent 15 years building up your name, building up your brand, making friends, all to ruin it because you wanted to watch Lolly, you know, hentai, because you wanted to watch Lolly, because you wanted to be a person who wanted to be a Lolly enjoyer. That's crazy. Like, you couldn't find grown women to just go and do sexual activities with. Like, you had to go look at Lolly stuff. That's crazy. And his downfall is what deserved. I ain't gonna lie. He deserves the downfall.
To undo all that work. The 22nd of January 2026 started just like any other day for Lakari. He was live
that was
on
5
Twitch
days
grinding
ago.
League of Legends just as he had done countless times before. To the thousands watching, it was just another stream from their favorite streamer. A moment during this stream, however, would completely change everything. While attempting to multitask, Lakari opened Windows Notepad and revealed something deeply disturbing. In the past, this action would have been harmless. However, a recent Windows update has introduced a new feature that displays a history of recently opened files and tabs directly within the Notepad app.
First of all, that's nothing new. That's not a new feature. It's been like that for the longest time. It's been like that for the longest time. For the longest time, if you open Notepad, it shows everything, all the tabs that you have open in your whatchamacallit, on your notes. That's why, you know, you gotta be careful the information you show online, but also just don't be doing crazy stuff like this. Then it wouldn't matter what you have on your computer if you're not doing stuff like this. If you're not saving links to folder couple teens or whatever that is, you know. Like, you see what it says, the name right there. Like, you don't even have to go look any further. You don't even have to do no more research. It says what it says right there, right? The links, of course, they were like blacked out, so people can't see it anymore. But that's crazy, you know?
This action would have been harmless. However, a recent Windows update has introduced a new feature that displays a history of recently opened files and tabs directly within the Notepad app. As the Notepad window popped up on the stream, it didn't just show a blank page. For a few seconds, it displayed a list of URLs and file names that Lakari had previously accessed.
Let me at least add way to the list of champions that I like.
Look at him. Did he realize?
Fuck.
For obvious reasons, I can't show exactly what the notepad contained on
Hold
YouTube, but
boom. Okay, let's read this. What up, building with Q? Let's read what it says. It says 000 girls and animals blank, and then he has the website. Page number 2, Lolly Con, which is little, you know, it's like anime characters that are young. They're so they're grown anime characters, but their physicality and looks is of like children, right? And then that's another one, a cover and links, more sites, real family sites. You see all of this? That's crazy. He had links to those pages, to that. That's crazy. Like, what? That's insane.
But
I ain't gonna lie.
file names
That's actually
and
insane.
links with suggestive words involving minors, animals, and other clearly illegal themes. The
Exactly.
reaction was instantaneous. While Lakari continued to sit in his chair acting like nothing had happened,
He acted like
the
nothing
clip was already
happened.
being captured, cut, and uploaded onto pages such as r/livestreamfail, Twitter, and even Kiwi Farms. Within minutes of the clip being spread, internet detectives began investigating the links visible and confirmed the nature of the material. What they found was said to be extremely disturbing, to say the least. When watching the clip closely, there is a distinct split second where Lakari seems to realize the gravity of the mistake. His expression shifts rapidly as he looks at the notepad window and the contents within, followed by a moment of pure silent panic where the
He
realization
knew. He knew at that moment. That's where he knew. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's what he knew. That's when he knew. All right. At that moment, that's when he knew. Okay. It was over for him. It was a wrap. Next episode, that's the moment he knew he done messed up. All right. At that moment, he knew. What up, Skit? What up, Shinny? What up, TTW?
hit that he may have just ruined his
TT2AW. I'm saying names wrong. Like all that. I don't know what to say.
The stream. Despite the visible panic and the chat beginning to spiral, Lakari continued streaming, choosing to stay live and respond to the situation in real time. This decision would unfold about as well as you would expect, turning into a complete disaster. During the stream, Lakari attempted to laugh off the situation.
And mind you, they already caught you red-handed, and you staying on stream to try to justify what was going on. You stayed on stream for what? To see how you gonna save yourself. But he was trying to save himself, but he didn't know it was already too late. It was already too late.
It was a minor misunderstanding, pun intended. His chat, however, were no longer interested in the game, but instead were fixated on the suspicious notepad file, specifically one tab that had been spotted labeled 1500 JBT files. According to the livestream fail subreddit, JBT is crazy. Lakari's
wow, that's actually crazy. He has 1500 JBT files. Well, buddy, you wanted to watch jailbait? Now you finna go to jail, brother. Okay? You wanted to watch jailbait teens? Now you're gonna go to jail broke. Alright? You're gonna be part of the jail. I don't even know team.
Response to the
That's crazy.
Was a frantic series of excuses that only served to incriminate himself even further. His initial defense was to claim that someone had linked the file in his chat, implying that he was a victim of a bad click. This explanation
that's what they're saying. Because you can look at the chat.
Explain why he had seemingly saved the content into a dedicated notepad file on his hard drive, let alone one with such a specific and incriminating file name. Once Lakari realized that narrative wasn't going to convince his audience, he pivoted to a second, even less believable excuse. He claimed the file had automatically downloaded while he was browsing the web.
Yeah, that's the second excuse he came up with. He's like, bro, I did it. It wasn't me. I didn't download. I didn't write that file. I didn't save that file on my computer. I was on a website, and then the website it automatically downloaded the file for me, and then I accidentally clicked on it, and that's how it popped up. I was trying to delete it, but it didn't get deleted. But I didn't make that file. That's just what happened. You know how when you just on a website and it just downloads stuff for you? You know what I'm saying? You know how when you just on a website and it just downloads stuff for you? without you asking it to. It just downloads stuff for you. You guys know this. It happened to you guys before, right? And it just downloads and opens the files for you. What up, Finny? What up, Goose Cortez?
Download shit I didn't know what was in there.
Don't be sad that your career is over. Be happy that IT happened. XQCL. Don't be sad that your career is over. Be happy that IT happened. XQCL. Jesse vindicated. Jesse vindicated. Jesse vindicated.
How does it end up there? Okay, let me.
Yeah. How did it end up there? Right? Yeah, go ahead, explain.
Aside, okay. Shit got downloaded. Like I didn't trigger a download. Just got downloaded. I opened up the text document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there. So it was still there after I deleted it. I've told you guys 1,000 times that's what happened. Like dude, I'm sorry. Like I have like a fucking 3 terabytes of fucking hentai on my fucking
dude. You know what's so crazy? Do you know what's so crazy? In the process of defending himself, to defend himself and say, I didn't download this file. I didn't write this file. I deleted this file, right? He thought this was a good defense. He's saying, hi, Stephanie. How are you doing? He says, I have 1,000 gigabytes of hentai on my computer. Is he saying that? What up, Josu? I don't know how to say your name, buddy. Did he say that to say that I don't need to save files with links to a website because I already have 1,000 gigabytes of hentai? Is that the justification he was trying to make? Because that justification does not make no sense. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. Oh my God. What up, Crush Moon? But he talking about, here, let me go back just so y'all can listen to his justification as to what happened. Okay, go ahead.
Is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there. So
hold on, let's go back a little further.
The shit got downloaded. Like I didn't trigger a download, just got downloaded. I opened up the fucking text document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there. So it was still there after I deleted it. I've told you guys 1,000 times that's what happened. Like dude, I terror, like 3 terabytes of fucking hentai on my
yeah. You have how many terabytes of hentai? 3 terabytes of hentai?
Downloads on your shit. You don't.
I said. See, I was wrong. I said 1,000 gigabytes. He has 3,000 gigabytes of hentai on his computer, and that's his defense as to why he didn't download or write that file with those links.
Like that's just what happened, man. Okay, like that's what happened. I'm sorry, all right. Like I don't know.
What else? Crush your moon.
This, but that's what happened. I just, dude.
Your moon, yo. Crush moon,
As his
yo.
audience immediately pointed out, if modern web browsers were silently auto-downloading text files full of illegal URLs without user consent, it would be a global cybersecurity crisis.
Nah, that's a fact.
An isolated glitch on one streamer's PC. Whilst
and it would not just happen to you.
Like rock bottom, Lakari would only continue to dig his grave when the chat pressured him to open his recent files list in Notepad again to prove his innocence. Lakari agreed, likely hoping to show the incriminating files were gone. Instead, he revealed a screen that looked like a panic-induced cover-up. The suspicious document was still there,
hey, Sarah.
but it was now buried under a list of freshly created empty files named New Text Document, and one of the files involving JBT was also somehow missing.
Fat for Fun? Fat for Fun is a Thai site.
He said Fat for Fun is a Thai site. What is that? What does that even mean? What does
Hey, we're gonna be making beats. You guys send me.
The internet immediately saw right through it.
And then in order to clear his history on the notes, he created like 4 different files. New document. And then when he said, when they told him, can we look at your history? And then those are the stuff that pop up. Buddy, you not fast, bro. You not slick. We already caught you. What up, man? You already got caught, bro.
On Reddit mocking the attempt of covering it
right?
up. As one user put it, he was trying to hide stuff and still effed up. To make matters even worse, a viewer suggested that if the file had truly been deleted, it wouldn't open. Lakari, trying to prove it was gone, clicked the file and it opened, proving live on stream that the material was still sitting on his hard drive.
Exactly.
It won't open if it's deleted. Okay, well, I 100% fucking deleted it, so it shouldn't open, right? It opened. What?
By this point, the atmosphere in his stream had turned hostile.
Hey, lovely Rose, how are you doing?
The people responsible for
like, it's literally okay. Let me just say this. This is how dumb this guy was. He said he deleted the file, right? So if you said you deleted the file, why didn't you go ahead and delete the file when you were saying you deleted the file? Like, as you're talking, I'm like, I deleted the file. Why didn't you delete the file then? You still had the file in your system? Like, oh my God, bro. Like, you already, that's dumb. Like, you gotta be dumb. You gotta be like a different level of dumb, right? But hey, that's why they say criminals usually are not the smartest. That's why they get caught. And I'm happy that they got caught. He got caught.
Began to turn on him. They stopped deleting comments and banning users, allowing the chat to be overrun with text-to-speech donations, calling him a PDF file.
Pedophile, 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 pedophile.
And it's the crazy part that he is still on live. He was still alive after all of those. Like, he tried to clear his name. Obviously, it wasn't working. So at that time, that was when he was supposed to be like, I'm going to go. I'm going to close the chat right now. And I'm going to close my live right now. Maybe I will figure out what I need to do. And then I'll come back on later. But no, not him. He's like, nah, I'm finna go through all of this. I'm gonna struggle through all of this. Hey, what up, Natsuki? How are you doing? I'm gonna struggle through all of this. I'm like, he's crazy.
The total collapse of his support system was cemented when one of his own moderators resigned mid-stream, typing a message that read, "End your stream, dude. This isn't funny. This isn't a joke or something you can laugh off. I hope that this somehow was a mistake or a virus, but it's looking real bad. You need to get help. I'm unmodding myself and unassociating with you. Peace." In the middle of everything,
it's crazy. Hey, Richard, how you doing?
Clearly panicking and totally lost.
If you like the stream, make sure you tap. Get the taps. Make sure you do the taps.
Possessing hentai was even legal in Texas, and he did this
exactly. It is not legal to have hentai
stuff. It was next level self-destruction.
Not hentai, but like lolly.
Hole and kept digging.
Is having hentai on your PC in Texas illegal, Brock? 43K, and that's if they think it's like, oh my God.
While Lakari was fighting a losing battle in his own chat, the wider internet was already dissecting his excuses.
His excuses that were not making no type of sense.
Lakari's claims technically. He attempted to replicate the glitch in his own stream to see if a deleted notepad file would still appear in the recent tab. Upon opening the program, he was able to debunk Lakari's excuse almost immediately, proving that the file's persistence meant that it hadn't been simply auto-downloaded and deleted as claimed.
Delete. Okay.
Picked a great name, but your voice.
That's crazy. Imagine like you making up lies that can be debunked in real time. They don't even have to do anything crazy for them to see it. They can literally debunk it by just going to their thing and doing it real time. Like they don't gotta do 10 experiments to solve it. It only takes one and you're debunked. That's crazy.
No, it's not there. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Simultaneously, the internet began digging into Lakari's history, and what they found makes it seem like Lakari may have been hiding his alleged preferences in plain sight. They researched.
Was he hiding, or was he telling you guys just didn't pay attention?
One notable instance was a lie detector segment where Lakari jokingly admitted to liking lolly content.
Oh, it was a joke? How is it a joke when you actually have lolly content on every...
This moment was originally played for laughs, it is now being scrutinized as a disturbing admission of guilt.
Exactly.
Do you like lollies?
Yes.
Oh no!
But not like that.
Oh, wow. See, they was giving him a lie detector test and he failed. I mean, well, he passed because he told the truth that he liked lollies. And then they all took it as a joke. They was just laughing it off. But they literally caught him red-handed. Do you like lolly content? Yeah. Okay, the lie detectors determined that was the truth. And y'all just let it go. But hey, all his friends, they knew he liked lolly because they're right there.
The damaging blows to Lakari's reputation came from his own circle, the Austin streamer ecosystem.
What up, Noor?
Which,
how you doing?
As we discussed earlier, played a major role in his
What up,
rise.
Sister Vera?
During the
How are
stream,
you?
Lakari attempted to drag Asmongold into
You having
the
a good
controversy,
morning
claiming he had
or
messaged
night,
him
depending
to
on what
simply
time you have
keep
over
that
there?
kind of stuff on another PC.
Yeah, see, Asmongold. It's always that's his friend. Me, I don't like Asmon. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like him because he's just a hater. I'm well. How are you? I'm doing great, thank you. You know, did you just wake up or you've been up? Yeah, yeah. Let's answer that question first before we move on. Hey, soul consciousness. Sister Vera. But yeah, right now I'm watching a video about a dude that got caught basically having illegal stuff in. Oh, okay, not bad. You just woke up to go to the bathroom. It's like, let me see what's popping up on the TikToks at this time. I feel that. Yeah, I'm over here in KY. It's like 4:30 right now. But I'm still up. I woke up a little while ago, so I can't go back to sleep. You know. I work at night, so I'm used to being up at this time, but I didn't have work last night, so that's why I'm up right now. But yeah, you about to go back to sleep, or you gonna watch for a little bit? Tap. Don't have that back to sleep. Oh, okay. I feel that. Well, while you here, give me some taps. You know, just the little taps. And if you don't mind, if you would like to follow. I always got, you know, I be on live on occasion. I put videos, stuff like that. Thank you so much, sister. But yeah, it's this guy, he got caught. Basically, he had like a list of what is it? A list of links leading to lolly content, which is basically adult anime characters that are in little kid bodies, and basically he watches anime corn, and if he watches anime corn and he has links to little kid anime content links to anime content of kids, which is probably going to be doing corn on there. So they caught him with those links, and people went to go search him. And then he also had a link that said 1,500 GBT files, which is jailbait teens. So you can imagine what kind of person he does. He one of them PDFs, you know, PDF files. Yeah. So they were basically he might be going to jail because he live in Texas, and it's definitely illegal to have lolicon corn over there. And yeah,
for that stuff.
And he likes CP.
Asmongold immediately took
apparently
to Twitter to clarify his statement, writing that he had only seen a censored version
Thank
of the
you
clip
for the
and
likes.
had no idea of the depravity of the actual files when he made the comment.
We have something cool here. What you're looking at is
Get
new Expedience home gym.
Come on, skip. I need to pay for ad free, but I don't want to do that. I'm too broke for that.
Stating that Lakari was never an official member of OTK and was merely a friend of the group.
Oh, so at first there was like, oh, he's a member of OTK. Remember, he signed to OTK. But then when they find out that he's into some weird stuff, now they're backing away. They're like, he was never a member. He was just an associate. We were just associated with him. He was never our member. We never signed him up. You know, lying.
Group, and that they had nothing to do with his actions.
Day before yesterday, we did a podcast with
Oh,
him.
by the way, this
like,
guy, yeah, this is the guy I do not like. I don't like him at all. I hate this guy. I hate this guy. I mean, hate is a strong word, but I do not like him. I dislike him a lot. But he told that dude, he's like, he should have his files on another PC. So when they found out that he had links to crazy child stuff, he told the dude, hey, you should have had your files on a different PC. Why did you have them on the PC that you go live on? So what does that mean? Does that mean that you be having your stuff on another PC, buddy?
Night, I was like, oh, we need to for sure upload this, but now I'm looking at what happened. I'm like, oh, maybe not, right? Why does OTK have so much drama? Shut the f up. Lucari was never even in OTK. He was just one of our friends. Like, what are you talking about? OTK, you're gonna drag OTK into this. We didn't have anything to do with this. I guess, like, probably there's gonna be like 50,000 people are gonna come into chat. People are associating you with friends with Tecton Lucari because you're part of it. Well, I mean, if he gets investigated, they're gonna find out all of his links. And so I say, you know what? I welcome that. You know, I have nothing to do with it. So why would I be worried? Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, the shit just really stresses me out, man. It sucks. It does.
Does it suck?
It really sucks.
It's stressing you out. Why you stressed, buddy? Why are you so stressed, buddy?
I don't know what else to say. Right? I mean, like, honestly, it does. Like, I don't really. It's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. Like, and I don't want to get involved in it. I don't want to make, and I'm gonna be real, guys. I've already got one defamation lawsuit in the chamber. I don't need to be double barreling this shit, okay?
As a final measure, Asmongold.
Oh, he's like, I don't want to say nothing that's gonna get me sued because I'm already getting sued, or about to get sued, or I'm about to sue somebody. So one of those occasions.
There's gonna be probably a lot of people that will come in the chat and they want me to talk about the Lucari stuff. Obviously, I think it's really weird and bad. I don't want to make any decisions and judgments for a legal reason. All I'm saying is that I think that if there needs to be
you know what's so crazy? You want to know what's so crazy about this guy? This guy will make a judgment about anything without no information. He will make a judgment about anything. But when it's his friend, oh, I don't want to make a judgment because I don't want to get sued because I don't know nothing. But remember when that lady who got shot in Minneapolis, he was so ready and quick to make judgments without even watching the video. And then when the dude got shot in Minneapolis, he was so ready and quick to make judgments about the person. And two, his own chat made him watch the video and show the angle of them taking the gun away from the dude from the waist and then shooting him. He was ready and ready to support the government, right? He's ready to make judgments on everything, say anything about everything. But when his friend gets caught, right? His friend got caught with Lolly Khan, you know, and Lolly stuff, and like GBT, jailbait stuff, right? Oh, now all of a sudden he don't got nothing to say. Now all of a sudden he don't want to get sued. Now all of a sudden, you know, he got to think about, you know, getting more information, getting the investigation out the way. But every other time, we don't need no investigation. We already know the truth.
Is one, and I don't want to have anything to
double standards, man. Double standards.
And also, we had Lucari on the podcast a couple of days ago. Safe to say, all craft is not going to come out this week. Sorry, guys. That's it.
Mizkif, another central figure in the group, took an even more aggressive stance against Lucari, threatening to sue Lucari for falsely claiming Mizkif sent him the files.
Why would you stream it?
Actually, Mizkif linked it to me. He did.
Okay.
That's so crazy. He put his other friend under the bus talking about, yeah. Oh, y'all see how I got this file? No, see, I didn't get that file. That wasn't my file. It was the other dude. You know, my friend, he sent that file to me, actually. Yeah. So first, it was, what was it? What was his first excuse? I don't know. But the second excuse he had was, for the second excuse is that the computer he went to a website and the computer downloaded it by itself. The third excuse is Mizkif, his friend, sent it to him. So which one is it? Which one is it? Did the file download by itself or did your friend send you the file? Which one was it? This is how you know, like, you're not even keeping your own story straight, dude.
Nice.
Apple user, what's
That
up?
is absolutely defamation, and I will be suing you for that.
Ghost put those. Okay, first off, you're a fucking retard.
Idiots.
Because the files weren't on my PC.
You literally just called me a pedophile. If you don't think I'm suing you, Lakari, for everything you just have, you're fucking out of your mind. That's insane what you just said. Insane.
That is crazy.
That you just fucking called me a pedophile.
He also went a step further.
Dude said, you just called me a PDF file. I'm suing the hell out of you.
And further incriminate Lakari.
What if he was downloading that stuff when he lived with you? You gotta report him yourself? Bro, I really hope that's not the case, man. I will take whatever actions needed. I'm gonna, tomorrow.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete...
I'm gonna call AT&T.
I really need to pay for removing this ads, or I need to use a website, a browser that doesn't have these ads. I need to figure it out.
Other major streamers, including Soda Poppin', also addressed the situation live, expressing disgust and completely distancing themselves from their former peer.
Insane. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, woke up, just a couple Reddit threads. Vicky was like, hey, have you seen LSF? I'm like, no, what's going on? Lakari. What'd Lakari do? I was like, oh man, top LSF post. Ooh, this looks awful. And then I scrolled down, I'm like, another one. Wait, another one. How much content did this guy put out while being like outed as potentially a file? I mean, fuck.
Nah, that's crazy though.
Or at least the notepad, and they just scrolling. And the thing is, he streamed the whole thing. He actually dug a hole straight down to like. China.
Yeah, because he could have just stopped and he could have got offline.
Crazy.
But he's still like,
Final nail in
no.
the coffin came from the YouTube commentary community when Penguin Zero, aka Moist Critical, released a video.
Yeah, this what I was talking about, Moist
titled,
Critical.
This Twitch streamer situation.
Penguin Zero. His name is Charlie, right?
To the attention of mainstream YouTube audiences.
The links are censored there, but apparently a lot of people have taken the plunge into looking up a lot of what was revealed here through the Lakari leaks, and what they have found is beyond heinous. Like, this is some evil shit we're talking about here. And after this happened, his stream was calling him out on it, and most people...
Yeah, this one, I watched this one.
Nuke it, basically banish it to the Shadow Realm and hope that people didn't have enough time to dig into it. Lakari, on the other hand, cooked up a different kind of scheme. He streamed for multiple hours after this happened, and just fucking face-tanked everybody that was digging into it, and all the people that were rightfully calling him out for how deplorable the shit they found in there was.
Charlie concluded the video stating,
"It does not look good. This looks fucking awful."
Exactly.
The consequences of the stream went far beyond embarrassment or the loss of his social circle. Lakari was banned from Twitch, stripping him of his primary income source and the audience he had spent over a decade building. He was also preemptively banned from Kick, which usually...
That's crazy. So even Kick was like, we don't want you here, buddy. We do not want you on internet. And mind you, Kick is a platform, right? Is a platform where somebody ran over somebody else on live stream. Remember this. They ran somebody over in a live stream, said, I hope they're dead, right? And that guy's still on there. But they banned Lakari. So it's okay to kill folks, but it's not okay. Well, he did. I don't think dude died, but it's okay to run people over. I don't know if dude died or not, but you know, at a point in time, they would say he died, but I don't know if that's the case. But it's okay to run people over with your Tesla Cybertruck, right? But it's not. But this is a struck too far. It's too far. This one, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That is wild. Like the fact that Kick did that is crazy. But hey, I'm happy they did that. That's crazy though. But anyways, we back. I know we always take tangents. I'm only 8 minutes into this video of the serial killers of every state. All right. But you know, let's clap it up for dude getting clapped everywhere. He got clapped everywhere, you know. He got clapped everywhere. So this is the end of him. This is the end for his story. Now we only need to wait until the police come knocking on his door, you know, like when the police come knocking and they be like, hey, you need to open up, you know, when they tell him open up, that's the only thing we need to wait for now. But that is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is sad. I can't believe he lasted that long. But anyways, let's get back to it.
Wayne was only ever convicted of 2 murders, those being the murders of 2 adult men. But what's peculiar is the fact that he is heavily suspected of being responsible for the murder of 24 children. From 1979 to 1981, there was a spree of child murders in Atlanta known as the Atlanta Child Murders. I find it quite interesting.
Oh wow! In Georgia,
Wayne of being responsible for a very specific.
Oh yeah, I think I remember this guy. I think I know about this guy. He was killing people.
Murders, but I'm sure his story would be much different if he was convicted of at least some of the child murders he was suspected of committing. Hawaii, Randall Saito.
Okay, Hawaii, we at H.
Admittedly not a serial killer, but he is still a killer. Saito randomly and brutally killed a woman at Ala Moana Center in 1979.
So I guess in Hawaii they have the least serial killers because he couldn't even find one for the video. He couldn't even find a serial killer for the video, so he had to use just a killer. So I guess Hawaii is safe the place to live.
Has been spending time in a mental
That's nice to keep in mind.
He was acquitted of this murder due to insanity. That's upsetting and scary. What else is scary is the fact that he escaped the mental hospital in 2017. He walked out of the facility, took a taxi to the airport, and flew to California using a fake name. Fortunately, Saito was caught days later and was charged an additional 5 years for the escape, but his escape definitely raised questions about the security lapses at the hospital. Like, I know Hawaii is laid back and chill, but it boggles my mind.
Maybe it's a little too laid back and chill.
Not 1987. In
yeah,
2017,
he escaped
out,
and
took a taxi,
and he went to
with a fake name.
Yeah, how do you fly with a fake name?
Ezra Rhodes. Paul is one of your more or less cookie cutter serial killers. He went on a killing spree, killed young women, was convicted of some of the murders, was suspected of more, and was executed via lethal.
Yes.
Injection.
Oh, by the way, guys, let me stop. By the way, guys, if you guys have any games y'all want me to play or any videos you want me to watch, just drop it down. Like, write a comment, put it in the chat, you know, let me know, because I'm willing to try different games, watch different videos, or even if y'all want me to read something, I'm willing to read. I haven't read a book in a long time, but if y'all want me to read a book on live, I will. Okay. But nah, that's probably not gonna be it. But I will, like, there's, you know, if you want me, anything y'all want me to do, just let me know. As long as it's reasonable and it's something I can do without it being too expensive for me to afford. Because if it's expensive and I can afford it, y'all gotta pay for it if y'all want me to do it. If it's free, then I can get it for free. I can do it. If it's not embarrassing, like, you know, just crazy, so like a crazy request, I'm not doing no crazy requests, okay? But if it's reasonable, I'm willing to do, you know, to try, okay? But yeah, let me know. Back to the video.
Illinois.
And if you like the video, go ahead, tap.
If you're the type of person to be watching this video, then you're probably the type of person who knows who John Wayne Gacy is. He is one of the
I do know who that is.
American serial killers and is widely known for his assault, torture, and murder of at least 33 young men and boys. Gacy's story is long and well documented, and I will only be giving a brief overview in this video, but if you're interested, there's a lot of documentaries. Gacy famously lived a double life, as he was seen as a pillar of the community by throwing events for the neighborhood. He was a manager at KFC and then started a construction business after spending some time in jail. Gacy was known as the killer clown because during his community events, he would typically dress up as a clown to entertain his neighbors. Although, unfortunately, for some of his victims, he would also dress up as the clown and assault and murder them. Gacy's story is extremely disturbing and was ultimately caught when bodies were discovered underneath his floor in his basement. Gacy was arrested on December 21st, 1978. He was then sentenced to death in 1980 and executed via, you guessed it, lethal injection in 1994.
I would say it's like having another producer in the room that knows exactly what your song needs. This is co-producer, the fastest way to find samples.
All right, let me close this up.
If a clown ever asks you if you want to try getting out of handcuffs, don't do it. Indiana. Herb.
Yeah, why would you even let that?
In 1990s. He is suspected to have murdered at least 11 men and possibly all the way up to over 25 men. Due to the fact that there was
Why would you even agree to be in handcuffs from a clown? I would never. But anyways, guys, I think I'm tired. because it's 4:50 and I'm tired. So we're just gonna wrap it up here. If y'all want to know, if y'all know why to catch part 2 of this, for me finishing it off, you know, hit that like, comment, subscribe, hit that like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you let me know if you enjoy the content. You feel me? Follow me on all my platforms. I'm on, you know, I'm on like Kick, Twitch. No, I'm not on Kick. I'm kidding. I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Okay. So if you like, just make sure y'all follow me on there, and y'all might get some good stuff. All right. I might be on here more often, like I said. This is 2 days this week, so that's amazing. That's more than y'all got in the last 6 months. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoy it, but I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm calling it a night. So I'm gonna stop. But it's V2N Issa, and we out of here, guys. We out of here. And alive. And come here.